Good morning. Hi. Welcome. Hello. I'm going to give a minute for everyone to join. Do you know you can do, I just hit the top on my phone, you can do a Facebook Live that's audio only? Did anybody know that? I think that is so cool. I just figured that out. I just found out that you can do a Facebook audio live. Anyway, at the very top on my phone, when I was about to click over to turn on the Facebook Live, it said I could choose audio or video. Anyway, I just thought that was really cool. Okay. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. I'm not sure who's here, so whoever's there. Oh, hi, Sia. Hello. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. So, hello, everyone. I'm Misty Petrella. You guys probably know that because you're showing up in my group. But I help I help entrepreneurs just like you create lots more impact and way more income in a way that you actually love with joy and confidence and fun. All right. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. How do you create clients out of social media? And how do you do it in a way you actually like, guys? Because it is really easy to do this in a way that feels scary, right? And so what we want to do today is sort of take a little bit of that fear out of the process. I guess that's probably what we want to do. And we're going to talk about several ways, both really, sorry, I'm adjusting my camera here, both really loving and, they're all really loving ways to bring clients out of social media. And we're going to do it in a sliding scale of sales, I guess. So, okay, hold on. Let me make sure I got my notes here. So really quickly, I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I want to do this pretty quickly so that you guys can get the information you need and go. Also, this is technically, we are 1 week away from Fearless Income. So we are in the 10 days of Fearless Income. And every day, I am bringing you more content to show you how to create Fearless Income for you. And we're going to be talking about all of these things in Fearless Income in a way deeper level. Okay, how to create clients is one of the things we're definitely talking about in Fearless Income. But I want you to understand some really loving and powerful ways today to understand how to do that immediately. Okay, there's no use in waiting for Fearless Income if you need clients right away. Okay, so number one, the most loving thing that I do, okay, is, well, no matter what we're going to be talking about actually, is talking to people. It's really easy to want to just build your business in social media and never get people on the phone and hope you get clients. That is a real, I would love to just do it that way. But the truth is, especially when you're in the beginning, you've got to talk to people. When you're in the process of building your social media following, you are going to get clients so much faster just having conversations, okay? Just having conversations of all different sorts. And that's actually what we're going to be talking about today, is how to have conversations that don't feel like, hey, buy my stuff. Because that's not really, that is one way to do it. And we're certainly going to talk about that today. But there are several other ways too. Okay, so number one of my favorite ways to talk to people, and every time I post this, everyone's like, that is such a great idea. So one of my favorite ways to talk to people is just to offer a coffee and a tea date. This is a complete non-sales situation where you're having conversations with people. And basically, a coffee or a tea date is a one-on-one networking situation. So in networking, if you went to a networking event, you would meet all kinds of people and you'd say, here's what I do. And the other person would tell you what they did, and you'd hear more about that person. And then you'd ask how you can support each other. That's a networking meeting, right? So what we're talking about with a coffee or a tea date is bringing that network meeting one-on-one with just you and another person. This is especially a beautiful step to take if you're an introvert, so you don't have to deal with crowds all at the same time, okay? Just offer coffee and tea dates. Every time I do, people out the wang just want to talk. We get really stuck behind our computers as entrepreneurs, guys. So it is such a loving thing to come on and offer just conversations. And there's absolutely no sales involved. So this is a very, very loving way to start to lift people out of social media, which is, I think is like, that's what I call it. Like social media for me is a flat surface. It's like 2D. And what I try to do through this is lift clients out and make it 3D, like an actual living relationship. So that's number one, okay? Number one is just offer a coffee or a tea date. It's really simple, really loving, and no sales is involved, okay? Now, if you want to offer someone a discovery session based on your coffee or a tea date, that's super loving. And that is, well, we're going to talk about that in a second. Number two, super loving way to have conversations and lift your social media into the real world is to offer research calls. First of all, you need to be doing research on the regular anyway. You should be doing this. A coach that I work with one time said that people should be talking to their ideal clients like 3 times a week in terms of research, ongoing, perpetuously, forever. Okay? Offering research calls, and this is the way I do it, and you might have seen some people because I've been talking to a lot of people about this lately, but the way I do research calls is that I trade 15 minutes of my time for 15 minutes of another person's time. So basically, I'm going to get you on the phone for 30 minutes. This is the way I do them. Okay? We're going to get on the phone for 30 minutes. 15 of those minutes are my minutes, and 15 of those minutes are your minutes. So I'm going to ask questions that I have for research and things like that. And then the other person gets to ask whatever coaching questions. They get to have a coach for 15 minutes and talk about whatever they want to talk about. I actually don't limit what that is. Hi, Nadja. Hello. Good to see you. So, powerful way to get people on the phone is just do research calls. It's so loving. It's absolutely about being of service, and it isn't about you, right? It's about being there and being of service to someone else. Now, you get to get your questions answered, and that's really loving, right? You're like, it's a quid pro quo. Everyone gets some help in that call. Very, very, very loving. Now, at the end, is there an opportunity to offer a discovery session if that presents itself? Well, sure. But that's not what it's about. This is not a sales call. As a matter of fact, that's what I say. This is not a sales call. I will not be selling you. I say it over and over and over again. And when I do that, people are really willing to jump on the phone with you, especially if they know it's not a sales call, right? It feels safer in some way. So that's the second one. Number one, coffee and tea dates. I do those regularly. Right before I'm about to launch, I actually do research calls too regularly. I sort of mix those up just for myself, just to keep it fun. Okay. 2 really loving ways to get people on the phone with you and lift those relationships up out of social media, which is what we're talking about here today, where it's all about, hey, sweetie pie, this is all about lifting your relationships out of social media. Okay. And these things I'm talking about, offering coffee and tea dates or doing research calls, you can literally do those from your group, from someone else's group, from your personal page, from your, hey, Christine, so good to see you, sweetie pie. Hi. You can offer those calls from anywhere, right? It's not salesy. It's very loving. You're there to be of service. Very easy. Okay. Those are 1, 2, and oh, okay. So the third, hey, sweetheart. Okay. So let's see. The third thing I do is literally just post discovery calls. That's one of the ways I literally learn. People don't do this very much anymore. Discovery calls used to be something that people did a lot. And I think people got burnt out with all the free. I'm not recommending you go and just give away your one-on-one services to people. I'm not. But in terms of if you're in the process of a launch, this is a really powerful thing to do. If you are in a big sales push, it's a really powerful thing to do. Every once in, as long as I don't do this too often, as long as you're not like leaning heavily on just these like, hey guys, I got free discovery calls, join me. As long as you're not leaning too heavy on that, people won't lean too heavy back. Meaning, if they know you're going to do it regularly, offer discovery calls, They'll just wait till another one comes around. I want to start doing 20-minute discovery calls like creating a breakthrough for someone. Then do it. Yes, my discovery calls are 30 minutes. That's it. 30 minutes. Short, sweet. I find out about them. They find out about me. We solve some problems. Do them. I highly recommend discovery calls. I think, especially if you're doing one-on-one, and even if you're doing group, just in the beginning of your business and you don't have like a huge following yet, discovery calls are such a powerful way, not only to build your business, to like get clients, but wow, do you learn a lot. I mean, in the beginning, I was really fearful of the sales process. So I actually did 150 discovery calls before I got comfortable. My clients don't have to go through that. I just was very, very reticent. Like I put up all kinds of barriers for myself. Okay. So I ended up having to do 150 before I got comfortable. Yes. I'm telling you, if you are, and another great way into this, Christine, is just to do research calls too. Sometimes, again, if you felt yourself offering discovery calls too much lately, but you still need to do the research, that's when I offer a research call and I trade time with people. And it's really powerful. Okay. So that's number 3. So I'm just going to recap every time I add one. Coffee tea dates. Research calls, right, where you trade time with people, and it's both of these are non-salesy, although they can result in sales later. The third one is to just offer discovery calls, right? We're sort of like going up in our, we're starting off very gentle ways to reach out to people, and now we're starting to get a little bit more, not aggressive, but we're starting to go straight for the sale, okay? The third thing I do, and this is the fourth thing. You can do research calls if you've got a copywriting business. Yes, you can do research calls. Heck yeah. Because what you say is, let me ask you questions for 15 minutes and I'll help you with copy for 15 minutes. And just do something that they've already written. This isn't, I'm going to write something for you. This is, we'll fix some copy you've already done. Which very much takes not all of your expertise, but it takes you out of having to write something for someone. All you're doing is saying, hey, you could have done that better. Maybe tweak this here. So in fact, you're only giving recommendations instead of actually doing the work for them. So absolutely. And I know a ton of people who would love to talk to a copywriter about tweaks and wedges and, turns and things they can do. Yes. Feedback on their writing, and people need that so bad. There is such a lack of confidence in writing, Christine. Serious. Tons of opportunity for you there, because I talk to entrepreneurs all the time. There's a huge lack of confidence in writing. Okay. So absolutely. Hey, Michelle. Hey, sweetie pie. You absolutely, Christine, you can absolutely offer tradesies. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. So number 4, okay, and this is, for me, this is my favorite, okay, and people love it. And I don't know if people are doing it or if it's mysterious or what, okay, but I get a ton of feedback when I do it, is I pay attention and I reach out. So this is what's really powerful for people is if I reach out to them in Facebook Messenger and say, I've been paying attention to what you're doing and I think you're amazing and I'd love to support you. If you got a message like that, it's a little different than if you're like, hey, do you want to buy my stuff? I totally have this thing for you. You want to buy it? It has a different flair to it. It lets people know that you see them. And it is a very powerful way to lift social media into the 3D world, is to literally go and curate your clients. I curate them. I don't wait for them to come to me. Yes, it's nice to be noticed. Yes. Nice to be noticed even from whoever's watching you guys today. Michelle, Christine, I think Nadeja was on for a second. So all of that, yes. I literally reach out to them in Facebook Messenger. And I say, I see you. And I think the work you're doing is amazing. and I'd love to talk to you about it. Sometimes people reach back and sometimes they don't. And that's okay, guys. Either way, it's totally okay. You are showing yourself as the expert and the leader. Very, very powerful. Okay? I do this on a regular basis. Weekly. Okay? I don't hunt people down. It's not about that. If you've made the offer and they don't hit back, let them go. Okay? This isn't a hunt people down situation. This is, wow, I see you and you're amazing. How can I help? Let's talk. Okay? Very, very, very loving way to build your business. Yes, yes, yes. This is how I start too, Christine. I totally start on a very, very friendly basis, especially with coaching. There's a lot of fear of for coaches, getting cheated or not getting your money's worth. That probably exists for pretty much everybody, probably for writers too. Hey, Karen. So there are, there's a lot of trust issues out there, right? Especially with online business builders. And so, doing like you said, Christine, and starting slowly with the friendships like I'm talking about here and then building up is pretty much the most loving way to do it that I've found. Okay. So like I said, guys, for those who've just joined, we're sort of ramping up from super loving into a little bit more of a salesy situation. All of them are loving, by the way. Okay. So first, and I'll just keep recapping as we go in case you joined later. First, coffee or tea date. Super friendly, one-on-one networking. 30 minutes. Nice to meet you. How can I support you? Nice to meet you. How can I support you? That's it. Okay. Second step up is a research call. So trading time. It is so important to connect, Christine. I totally agree with you. The second one is research calls. So you're in a conversation with someone and they're getting us 15 minutes of your time and you're getting 15 minutes of their time. So you're trading. Very, very loving. Okay. Third one, literally offer your discovery calls in groups. Be careful about doing this too much, because if you do it too much, people wait for your free to come around again, and then they'll just jump on your free. And if people are jumping on your free, it's not doing them a great deal of service over time, and it's certainly not doing you a great deal of service, okay? So just be careful about how often you do that, okay? And mix them up in the groups, so then you're, offering free somewhere, but not regularly in the same place. Hey, Sue! Good to see you, Mama. Number 4, go and curate your clients. Go find amazing people and offer a call with you. I think you're awesome. I see what you're doing. Let's talk. How can I support you? If I got a message, which by the way, I do every once in a while, when I get those messages, I'm like, oh, thank you for seeing me. So I love those guys on the Legitsies. Okay, and then 5. This is a little bit more of a, it's not aggressive. It's just a little bit more researchy, okay? I go look at events, and this is when I'm trying to find new people to even become friends with. I should have started off with this one probably. This one should be at the very beginning before coffee and tea dates. That probably would have been the best way to start this one off. But this one is to just find more people to start friending and bringing into the fold. So people who are even interested in the same kind of stuff you are, okay? How do you find more of those people? Yeah, there's a ton of Facebook groups, right? But do you want to join another group? I mean, there's so many groups. Okay, so this is a thing you can do that is without borders, I guess, all right? So this is the first step I would take before I even did a coffee and tea date. All right. And that's go find out what events are going on that have to do with the same content that you deliver. So for instance, maybe there's another event out there that's about, I do in-person networking too. Totally. I do in-person networking a ton, which basically this is about how to lift clients out of social media. So I would say meetup.com is the solving of that. Christine, right? That's how we lift those networking events out of social media, right? I totally agree with that. But one more way to take like our literal social media is to find events that are talking about the topics that you're interested in and go see who's attending. Friend some of them. Yeah, in-person stuff is powerful, guys. Let's talk about that, right? Meetup is a powerful social media tool. Yes, Sue knows what I'm talking about. Sue definitely knows what I'm talking about. Meetup.com is one of our more powerful social media tools because it immediately puts you out of social media and into a real life relationship. So if you aren't exhausting your Meetup.com opportunities, start to, guys. Now, if you're nervous about in-person networking because you're an introvert and that just makes you want to think about dying, I get it, right? I work with a lot of introverts, okay? So just do what I'm talking about, like a coffee or a tea date, which is just one-on-one networking. And that can be over the phone, it could be on Zoom, it could be on Skype, you could be across the world, it doesn't matter, okay? You are literally starting a relationship with someone you barely know. And I have made amazing friendships from my coffee and tea dates. Okay, guys? So those are 5 ways to take what is flat, like our social media, right? I look at social media as like a flat thing. It's flat, right? It's 2D. This is social media, a computer screen, right? This thing I'm talking into, 2D. But what we're talking about is lifting those 2D relationships, pulling them out into 3D, into real life. And those are 5 ways to do it, 5 really loving ways to do it, okay? So we'll start over, just to recap one more time. So number 1, which I should have started with, but I ended with, number 1 is to just go into different events that you see, find events that find events that are in your range of if you're a marketing strategist, find marketing events. If you're a copywriter, find copywriting events. Do you see what I'm saying? And start friending people who are in there. Oh my gosh, live streaming is huge, clearly, because we're doing it here. Absolutely. One of my favorite ways to actually create more relationships, right? Because then you can actually see me talk to you. Okay. So specifically, 5 loving ways to create clients, right? Coffee, tea dates. Go to events where your peeps might be hanging out and friend them, right? Doing a research call, trading time for yourself with another person. 15 minutes, nice and short and sweet. Post your discovery calls around town. Be careful about this one because you don't want people just waiting for your next free thing to come out, because they will. But do them. Guys, discovery calls are like the best way to make sure that you're getting one-on-one clients you really like. I don't know a better way to make you the gatekeeper of your own business than to do a discovery call. Okay. Number 4, my favorite way, like I've said, go curate your clients. Go find them. Go follow the people who are moving and shaking. Go get them. Okay? They're probably too busy anyway to see your stuff. So go get them. Okay? Go be of service in some way. Reach out to them. And then finally, we were talking about Meetup. Yes. Meetup.com is a beautiful way. I mean, it's basically a built-in way to take your social media and bring it into real life. To actually meet people. Because guys, especially in the beginning, yes, your social media following and your email list are important. Okay, that's important stuff. But what's really important, especially in the beginning, are actual real live relationships. That will be where you get your clients until you get a big enough following in social media. Guys, social media, the average response rate for social media, including email, by the way, is 1% to 3%. So don't expect too much out of your list. If you got a better response rate, amen, sister, amen, good for you. But in the beginning, when your email list might have 300 people on it, 1% to 3% is a low number. Okay? Right. So your ability to create relationships outside of social media will only make your success faster. And powerful guys, who do you want to work with more? Someone you can actually speak to? Or someone who's just telling you, like, through social media, how great you are and their beliefs? Like, actually having a relationship, especially in the beginning, is really powerful. Okay? So go create some. You absolutely can. We just shared 5 really loving ways from really, really non-aggressive, barely reaching out, to a little bit more like, hey, I can help you. Let's talk about it. Okay? This is totally within your ability. Okay? I just sent an email to a woman I met at a networking event to find out what the next meeting is. See what I'm saying? That's awesome, lady. It's true. That person may not be your client, but they may love you and refer you. It's very true. So true. Okay, guys? All right. So we are 1 week away from Fearless Income. Okay? If any of you are interested in Fearless Income in any way and you're sort of on the fence, just reach out and Facebook message me. I am super happy to jump on the phone with you and answer any questions you have. Okay? It won't be super salesy. I'm not here to do that. You will just get your questions answered. I'm more than happy to help. Okay? So just reach out. We start in 1 week. And guys, Fearless Income is, we're working on all the strategy stuff and how to build your business and all of that. Okay? That's all in there. But the most important thing about Fearless Income is that we work through all the stuff that really stops you. Okay? And it isn't the strategy that's stopping you from making money, mama. It isn't. You're brilliant. Okay? It's the other stuff. So we take an inside out look at what is really stopping you. Oh, I love you. Thanks, Michelle. Hey, Lisa. We take an inside out look at what really is stopping you from building your business. And likely, guys, it's not what you think it is. Okay? It's not the strategy, although in Fearless Income, we talk a ton about that. So please, if you have any questions in any way, mindset, yes. It's mindset, and it's, we take a big look at confidence. That's for sure. Okay? So this is a very loving experience. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me. We'll just jump on a call really quick, get any questions you have answered. And please stick around for the rest of the week, guys, because I'm going to be giving something away every day, a little piece of content to help you towards your own fearless income. Okay? It's totally possible for you. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. If you are interested in Fearless Income, just go to coachmisty.com/fearless income. Okay. All right, guys. Have an amazing day. I love you so much. And I'll see you on the flip side. Mwah. See ya.